it is finally upon us. This is the last gap that this thing's ever gonna see. It's finally time to put the motor back in Uncle Sam. So guys, our Uncle Sam project was kind of cut short from our 9-second goal. Just always had that bum transmission, had a couple little problems here and there, little snags here and there. The car made the power, it was fast, had the mile an hour, had all sorts of good stuff going for it, and it was cut short. January 16th, this thing kind of bit the dust in a burnout, you know, and we believe that the ring gap was a little bit too tight, yanked the top off the piston. Definitely had some catastrophic failures. Got to check that video out. It was the most sad fun I think I've ever had.
Oh my God. That's not good.
But guys, Sam is back. Better than ever. We've got all sorts of goodies going on to this thing, and let's take you through some of that. Oh man, I haven't seen under this wrap. I cannot wait to tear this open. This thing's gonna be freaking beautiful. But in the meantime here, Brian Tooley hooked us up with so much stuff. This has been a blast. So we actually are going a little bit bigger on the camshaft here. We're going on a stage 4 PDS. This thing is gonna be sick. I can't wait to run this. Now we would run the Brian Tooley Stage 3 on anything and everything. Cadillac CTS-V, it is an unbeatable camshaft. But I want to make a little bit more everywhere. So everything on this, everything that we've done on this whole package is getting tweaked by the nth degree. So guys, when you see that clip of the car doing the burnout and it just tearing everything up, that's kind of some of the catastrophe of what had happened there. The rod went through, and see what had happened was we sent a rod right through the side right there. So somebody gave us a new oil pan, and we were very, very grateful for that. So thanks, Matt, for that. That's awesome. Got all our Brian Tooley stuff. We were going through some stuff, and we came across something on Speed Engineering on their Instagram, and they had a brand new 3-inch system for a Camaro. We called up Speed Engineering, and they're like, heck yeah, man, we're definitely all about it. Whatever you guys need, we'll hook you up. So this is freaking awesome. This saves us so much time and labor. This is a killer system. It actually comes with 2 different tips. It's 3-inch all the way back. Now we had a really awesome setup on our 2.5-inch ZL1 takeoff exhaust, and all we had to do was extend the tips about, what, 8 inches it was? Yeah. Something like that. So this, we're still gonna have to extend the tips a little bit, but this saves us so much time, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so right here, these are Speed Engineering headers, of which we mentioned that are going to match our current system. So we did have to modify that a little bit there, quite a bit. But anyhow, those are for a Camaro, and those are very inexpensive, and the Speed Engineering stuff is a fantastic bang for the dollar. Really, really low price point for good quality. Oh, I like how they sent us some wires, too. Was that like 2 sets? Heck yeah. Dude, this thing's gonna be beautiful. I'll start to lay all that out. Oh my gosh, dude, look at these. These are really, really nice.
Yeah, here's the same one.
So they come with a single and a dual tip. That is awesome. Now guys, I kind of challenged myself on this whole build, and it was supposed to be $20,000 start to finish. Cost of car, every hour labor, $100 for every hour labor, every nut, bolt, everything. $20,000, 9-second car. Well guys, we went 10-1 at 140 with a bum transmission. So we should have done it. Everything should have been there and all that, but it just, maybe it wasn't meant to be what we were like this much close. So give us some credit here. If we would have had a good fair shakedown, it definitely would have happened. Now this thing's only like 500 bucks on their website, and we thought this is an absolutely unbeatable deal. It's all mandrel bent, all ready to go. It comes with 2 different tips. I'm pretty stoked, man. All right, so I lent my tires to Cleetus, and he destroyed them really nice and good, but he did the right thing, and he got me some brand new tires, and I'm stoked and thankful. So this thing has been so much fun. We had so many different little things that we were changing and tweaking. I love those little bars. I don't know if you guys got to see those right before some of the last videos. Love the Kirkies in here, man. I miss this car so freaking much. So the guys from PFI got all the sirens and the blurps and the bleeps and all that up and running, and this thing is totally jamming. And I haven't even seen what it looks like yet. Huh?
I took a peek.
Oh yeah. Dude, that looks awesome. That's so pretty. So now we are 6.2 liter. We're not running a stroke or anything like that. We're going to let the power adder do its thing. So this is a rod and piston setup that we got from Brian Tooley Racing, and it is going to take a beating. We are going to beat the absolute tar out of this thing. Before we had a 6 liter. Now we are a 6.2. This has got an LSA crank, and these are Molnar rods and a diamond piston. So this is 6.2 liters. Actually, we're, well, 4070 is the bore, so we're 10 over stock. So these are a negative 11cc dish piston, and we should be able to have a very substantial amount more power. So like I said, we're gonna have a little bit more boost on the top of our blower because we're gonna change the pulley once again. Instead of our blower that we had run with the screw that went through it, which you definitely need to go back and check out some of our build on this. That was definitely a fun and entertaining thing. That thing wouldn't even turn over. Instead of that blower that we kind of patched together, we're gonna run a new blower and we're going to modify it absolutely as nasty as we can. We are going to be running a Nick Williams 102 millimeter throttle body. So we've got bigger throttle body, the blower is going to be better, going to be more fresh, got a bigger exhaust, more boost, probably higher compression.
Better fueling?
Oh, we're going to run a little bit more methanol as well, and we're going to add a supplemental pump here. So this thing is, every aspect of this thing is also going to be set up to make even more power. So the best power that we made on this, I want to say, was 765 or so. We're hoping that we can maybe hit about 800. That would be a fantastic number. Hopefully this thing will be maybe about 142, 143 mile an hour car in that big chassis. All right, guys, I know. I definitely want to have that TR6060 in here, that man's mission. Believe me, I want to be grabbing some gears. That is right up my wheelhouse. I'm all about it. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time to get everything done. Our real mad dash is to make Cleetus in cars. So we only have maybe about a week at this point. We're trying to get this thing together. Unfortunately, just don't have the clutch yet, and we're spread pretty thin amongst all our other projects. And if you don't know what those are, please check back on some of the other videos because we got a lot of crazy cool stuff coming up, particularly a twin-turbo all-wheel drive manual transmission S10. So anyway, this tranny, we've had some issues with the whole setup of the 6L80. We got it rebuilt. We still needed to kind of burp it and do a few other things, but we're going to have to stick with this puppy for maybe a couple more weeks. And then it's going to be time for... It's going to be awesome. Oh, man, I missed that. Oh, my God, that's blinding. It does not do justice how freaking bright that is. It is literally blinding, man. Oh, my gosh. This is a little tech tip right here. This right here is an old steam port off of an LS1, okay? Not even an LS6. This is like... This thing ended its service in pretty much about 2000 on a car. Now on a truck they went a little bit later, but point being, look, each corner, these bolt into the corners of the cylinder heads here, so right here and in the back. Now later on they no longer purge the steam from the back ports of the cylinder head. Now it's been a little bit more popular recently to be able to vent these back ones because a lot of times you can get hot spots in the back cylinder. So that would be cylinder 1, 3, 5, 7. So cylinder 7 and 8 a lot of times get really hot. We did have a failure in the end, and again, if we possibly could have saved some of the heat from there, I don't necessarily think that would have saved the motor, but it's just a good thing to address, and the fact that there are hot spots that can happen towards the backside of the motor, and if we are going to address that or get some of the steam out of there, that is going to be one more thing that hopefully should save the motor. Just one more precautionary measure that really, really should help. So guys, if you're throwing together something that's going to be pretty darn nasty, you might want to consider doing that. Now, again, we're still just running the 1.9 liter stock LSA blower that has been highly modified. Maybe a little bit later down the road, if we get some support from a blower company, you know, we might run a big nasty blower, but everything that we have set here and now is going to be ready to take that. Speaking of precautionary measures, if you guys are going to build some sort of late model supercharged engine, this thing is the freaking way to go. We got this thing, I think it was like 78 bucks at Walmart. I'm all about bang for the dollar. And again, the challenge on this car was do all this for the best bang for the dollar, under $20,000, every single nut bolt, every little parts modification, tuning, everything. and we were right there when it failed. But this right here was part of the equation. So this thing, Ozark Trail, buddy. That thing really, really worked good. We could put a whole bunch of ice in there. We got a bilge pump. I think it was the Rule 2000. That thing works so, so good. It's definitely got some custom straps. Certainly not the most tech savvy, but hey, she did the job. We had a whole bunch of extra capacity of the cooling system, so we really didn't ever get the blower temperatures very hot. So this right here is our methanol jug, and that is about a 4-gallon tank. So it takes a long time to go through all that methanol. But between the methanol injection and that really helped us push that 6 liter as far as we could push it. You guys got a problem up there? Oh, you're good, right? You're good, right? Are you holding them together? Yes. All right. Oh my gosh, hold on, it's not even working. It's not even working, what the hell? All right, well, I wanted to show you guys my power Kirkies, but oh well. I think we got a ground that's off right now. But anyway, there's not many people that have a power Kirky, and we still kept. All right, I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna shut it off. You don't like getting soaked right there? Jeez.
Did you look at that water?
No, it's pretty funky though. It's a little brown.
Siphon it out now.
The water in our thing has probably been sitting for at least 2.5 months, and it was kind of getting a little bit slimy beforehand. So, what does that smell like?
Yummies. Squirrel's bathwater.
Smells like no. Squirrel's bathwater, is that what we said? Nice. So guys, we actually wanted to get some feedback from you guys. There is a lot of people out there that are running different power steering pumps. Now, we are still on the factory power steering pump, and we still have AC. Now, we are still going to keep AC for right now, for the meantime, even though George really doesn't like it. I would really like to see a electric power steering so that we can kind of get rid of that pulley, free up some power, and try and make this thing a little bit more efficient. Now, I personally don't know how much power that is worth, but I know that there are electric power steerings out of there, say like for an Equinox or from a Mini Cooper. I've heard a lot of different things. If you guys happen to know, let me know, and I will definitely look at doing something like that in the near future. This is Wednesday night, and we lost this thing on a Wednesday night test and tune. So we're right next door to a drag strip, and we can hear these guys out there ripping it up, and believe me, this is really one of my favorite projects. This car was so much fun. We took so many people out for rides, so many of them that we didn't document or do any sort of videoing or anything like that, just for fun. This thing had so much time on the street. It was so fun, so fast. So many people were like, man, this is one of the fastest cars I've ever been in, or the fastest car I've ever been in. So I've missed this thing so much, I really can't wait to get this thing back together. So guys, Cleetus and Cars is coming up April 13th, and we look forward to seeing you guys. That's down at Bradenton Motorsports Park. The goal is to get this puppy up and running. So these guys are going to be trying to get this thing done. I got to go up to Pennsylvania to do a bunch of work. Got to dyno a bunch of cars and all that. They're going to be thrashing to get this done. I cannot wait to get back, do the final tune, and get this thing to the track again. So guys, this project from day one has been all about us sharing our knowledge of the LS platform with you guys on how to build the most power, best bang for the dollar. We definitely appreciate your support through our merchandise. So guys, thank you so much for all of that. Please check out the link in the description below. Also, check out Fasterproms on Instagram. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.